Hey guys, what's up? It's Jared here, and welcome back to another Minecraft mod showcase video. And in today's review, we're going to be taking a look at the Realism mod. And guys, this mod aims to make Minecraft a lot more realistic and a lot more challenging. So you can't do things like break down the side of the mountain anymore with wooden tools or like punch out a tree. It's a lot more harder than that, and you can't take like logs and just get, planks out of them very easily. It's a lot more difficult. Crafting recipes are changed. Basically, it adds in like extra processes just to kind of make things more realistic and not as easy. So I guess it kind of makes things more challenging than more realistic in Minecraft, but I still really like mods like this, so I thought this would be a good one to review. So for this video, guys, I'd like to see if we can aim for 500 plus likes, so please be sure to show your support for the video and hit that like button. Let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing I'm going to show you guys is the tools in this mod. So we have some new tools. As you can see here, we have hand saws, we have threaders, and we have hammers. So they're all used for different things. The hand saw is used for getting planks. So as I said, you can no longer just take some planks, throw it in a crafting table, and get planks out of it. Rather, you can't take logs and get planks out of it. So what you have to do now, if we could go ahead, we'll just get a crafting table real quick so I could show you guys. So if I go ahead and put the wood in here, you'll see we'll get sticks out of it, which we can't even use these sticks for tools anymore. So let's go ahead and also get something like some iron ingots. So if I go ahead and I try to make myself an iron sword, you'll see this is not the formula for it anymore. And I also can't use these sticks to make like a hatchet or anything like that. We can't make a pickaxe like this. It's not as simple anymore. So what you do is you got to get yourself a hand saw. And why does it seem so dark here? Let's zero it. Okay, it feels really dark. Okay, it's because my video settings were on moody, I guess. Okay. Anyway, so what you do is you get yourself a hand saw. So there's 3 different types. You have the iron one, the gold one, and the emerald one. And basically, the higher the tier, the more usage out of it, the more durability. And you can see that this mod also adds in emerald tools, giving you more of a use for emerald, which is awesome. This probably needed in Minecraft because the only thing you could ever use emeralds for is for trades. And it'd be nice if you were able to make weapons or tools out of it as well. So the crafting recipe is going to be a saw blade, a battery, which I'll show you guys how to get this later, and some iron ingots like this. So 5 iron ingots. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same for all of them, only you're going to replace the ingots. So for the gold one, you're going to put gold ingots, and for the emerald one, you're going to put emeralds. And you can see they're pretty decent weapons too. The iron hand saw is as good as the diamond sword. The gold one is +8, so it's better, and the emerald one is +9. So if I were to use this as a weapon, it'd probably be pretty good. So let's go ahead and let's get like an iron golem or something, and let's use the hand saw on him. So let's just see how this looks real quick. Okay, this would look like it's kind of painful to get hit with. So if we hit him, 15 damage, 10, 10. Okay, so it did 10, but it's 15 for a crit. So every crit you get, you'll do 15, and you'll do 10 damage. So again, better than the diamond sword, but it's very useful. And its durability bar is pretty nice too. I think it only goes down when you use it to make planks. So what you do now is you take whatever wood it is that you have, you put it in the crafting table, and then you have to put a hand saw next to it, and then it'll give you 6 planks. So it'll take this one log, and it'll make 6 planks for it. So that's actually kind of better, because normally you'd get 4 per each log just by putting it in the crafting table, whereas now, if you have yourself a hand saw, you're going to get 6 wood. So you're actually getting more wood this way. So it's a lot better, a lot more efficient, and it's a longer, harder process. So you're going to appreciate your resources a bit more, I guess. So the next thing we have here is the threader. So we have a wooden threader, we have an iron threader, a gold threader, and an emerald threader. So again, we have more emerald tool usage going on here. And for this, you're going to need 2 copper rods, which I'll show you guys how to get later, and some wood, and that'll get you the wooden one. For the iron one, it is just going to be the same thing with an iron. The gold one, same thing with the gold ingots, and the emerald one, the same thing with an emerald. So what this is used for is to get cloth, which you need for a bed now. So you can no longer just shear some sheep or kill some sheep and get 3 wool to make a bed. To get a bed now, what you have to do is take 2 planks, 1 slab, or it could just be 3 planks, up to you. And you're going to put 3 cloth on top of it. I know this is showing, but you're going to use the cloth. And to get the cloth, you're going to need a threader. So what you do is you take a threader. I believe you also need leather and string. So you take the threader, leather, and string, and it'll give you 3 pieces of cloth. So let's go ahead and get ourselves leather and string. I'm not sure if it matters what order you put it in the crafting table, to be completely honest with you guys. I think it's a pretty loose formula. So you can see it doesn't have to be in any specific order at all. Well, it has to be, you know, one of each, and it'll give you 3 cloth per each one. Then you can take that cloth and some planks, and now this is how you're going to get your bed. Oh, did I do it backwards? Cloth, and planks, plank, and the last one had to be a slab. Let's get ourselves a slab. Bam, bam. So there you go. So making your bed is kind of more tedious now, but again, it's going to give you some extra work to do in Minecraft, since Minecraft is too easy anyway, so why not kind of make things a little bit more harder than they have to be, just to kind of give you something to do. But that is what the threader is used for, and we also have hammers now, which this we use to turn chunks into iron ingots. So this recipe for the hammer is going to be 2 sticks and 3 of whatever resource you want to use. So you could use either cobblestone to get a stone one, which is +6 attack, that's as good as an iron sword. The iron hammer, which again could be used as a weapon, is just as good as a diamond sword, and for this it's going to be 2 sticks and 3 iron. And then the emerald one, which is +8, so this is technically better than diamond sword. It's going to be the same thing but with some emerald. So again, more usage out of your emeralds. And what you do with this is you take this, you take 2 iron chunks, which you could get from melting some materials down, which I'll show you guys that a little bit later. And basically what you do is you take these 2 chunks, and again, I don't think it has to be in any specific order, and you put that in with a hammer, and it'll give you an iron ingot. So you just melt down these scraps that you could find in the grass, which I'll show you guys. Throw it with the hammer again, and look, a new way for you to get yourself some more iron ingots. So it kind of makes you want to scavenge and explore your Minecraft world a little bit more, and it'll be worth it. You'll get some iron out of it. So that is what the hammer is used for. So again, some really cool new tools into Minecraft. Much needed. Definitely really nice. So we're going to go ahead and move on to the weapons and the armor. So I want to show you guys real quick that the recipes were changed for the tools that are still in this mod. So we have regular vanilla stuff here in diamond, and I just want to show you guys the way that it's going to be crafted now for the tools and the weapons. So the diamond sword, it is going to be 2 tool handles, so not a stick and 1 diamond. And I'm going to show you guys how to create this in a second. For the shovel, it is going to be the same exact thing, which is a little confusing, I think. Yeah, I think it was probably just a tool handle and 2 diamonds for the sword, and the shovel, it's going to be the 2 tool handles and a diamond, because if it was the same recipe, then I don't know how that would work. Let's go ahead and let's test this out. I didn't notice that till just now, so we'll test that out. My theory is probably right. I'd assume so. So let's try 2 diamonds and tool handle. Nope. Okay, so my theory was wrong. Well, if we do that, shovel. Okay, so for some reason, you won't be able to acquire a diamond sword until that gets broken, so that's a little bug. But again, 2 tool handles and 3 diamonds like that for a pickaxe. So you can see it's vertical now. Well, instead of being, you know, vertical, it's kind of diagonal now. So it's going at an angle, and then bam. I actually really like how these recipes are, because now this actually looks more like a pickaxe rather than before it was kind of like a T. So even the recipes are a little bit more realistic, so that's kind of nice. And again, guys, look here. We have more use for emeralds. We have emerald tools and emerald armor. We even have emerald shears. I mean, all this stuff is definitely needed in vanilla Minecraft. So to craft the sword, it's going to be the same thing. As you can see, a stick and 2 emeralds. So again, it is diagonal. For the emerald spade, it's going to be the same thing. The pickaxe, again, 2 tool handles, and then the emerald just like the rest of the formulas. And this is how you're going to make axes now. So instead of putting 3 ingots or whatever, you just put 2 things like that, almost as if you were making a hoe with the tool handles going diagonally. So that's kind of nice. The shears do not have crafting recipes, so I don't know how you could acquire this. And this is a work in progress item. This is the mining helmet. This currently isn't really textured. If you put it on, it'll just make your head black. So yeah, I am now a black wool blockhead. That's kind of what it looks like. I don't know. But yeah, that's something that definitely has to get fixed. That'll be pretty cool once it's done. They should just make it so there's like a light above your head when you're wearing the helmet, and everywhere you go there will be like a minute light source. That'd kind of be nice. So it'd definitely be nice for when you go mining. It'd be really dark and you wouldn't have to really use torches or anything anymore. That'd kind of be realistic. I mean, I'm pretty sure they light up mines and stuff like that, but there has to be certain areas where they have to just rely on the flashlights on their helmets, which is pretty creepy. But let's go ahead and look at the recipe for the armor. You can see you craft it just like your regular vanilla armor, except with the hammer. So again, you have to use the brand new tool in the mod. It won't take it up each piece of armor you make. It'll just take some durability. So that is pretty nice. If I go ahead and take some emeralds, I can better demonstrate this. We'll just do this, and we'll take a hammer. So I want to make myself an emerald chestplate real quick. So you would think this would make a chestplate, but now all I have to do is throw in the hammer, bam, and you got your emerald chestplate, and you get your hammer back. So it just took away some durability. Man, I can't believe how awesome of a weapon these like new tools are. Let's go ahead and spawn an iron golem and get it real quick. I want to try out the hammer on it. 9 damage, better than a diamond sword, better than anything we have in vanilla Minecraft. Although a hammer would hurt to the head, so it's kind of realistic. And as you can see, this is like a really big hammer. So yeah, I could totally see this hurting pretty bad. But the emerald armor, guys, it's better than diamond, but less durable, I'm pretty sure. Let's go ahead and go into game mode 0 real fast. And you can see our armor bar is full. So let's go ahead and take off our helmet real fast. And let's see. There you can see it only took off like 1.5. So again, I think it is better than diamond. Just less durable for whatever sense that makes. But it's still really nice armor. Again, more used to emerald. So let's go ahead and look at our miscellaneous materials so I can show you guys how to get some of the items required to make the tools and everything else. So the first thing we have here is a pocket watch and an old coin. So you could actually find these just while walking around in tall grass. You could find these items randomly, and you could melt them down in a furnace to get yourself an iron chunk. So you can see right here an old coin and a pocket watch will give you 1 iron chunk each. So once you have 2 iron chunks, you could take that with the hammer, as you guys saw earlier, to get yourself an iron ingot. Or you can make yourself a saw blade, which the blade by itself is +5 attack damage. And for that, you could either take 4 iron ingots like so, or you could take 8 chunks around like that, as if you were crafting a furnace, and that'll get you a saw blade. And the saw blade is what you obviously use to get the hand saw. As you can see, that was one of the key ingredients there. So next thing we have is the copper ore. So this is the new ore in the mod. This is what it looks like. I think this is the first mod I've ever seen copper be like green and not like this sort of copper. With this, you get yourself some raw copper. So once you have the raw copper, you just simply cook it like you would any normal copper, and you get yourself some refined copper. And then you get yourself a copper shell by taking the refined copper, making an upside down helmet, and putting a hammer in there. Once you do all that, you could take your copper shell, 2 iron ingots, and 6 redstone to get yourself a redstone battery. So the redstone battery is also used for the hand saw. So those are the 2 key ingredients that you need for the hand saw. So that's how you acquire it. So now you guys are going to need to know how to craft the copper rod and the tool handle. So this is for like the tools and stuff. So for the copper rod, it is going to be 3 refined copper and a hammer like so, and that'll get you a rod. And for the tool handle, it's going to be 6 sticks now. So you now need 6 sticks just to get 1 tool handle, and for a lot of the tools, you're going to need 2 of these. So it's going to be 12 sticks per each tool now. So just a way to use up more resources and I guess make it a little bit more challenging. So that's kind of nice. It also looks like a lot sturdier than like a regular, twig. You can see, pretty nice. So there's also a rock. You could also find this in high grass. You can't craft it or anything, but check this out. +7 attack damage. So let's go over to this iron golem real quick. It's definitely getting too creative for this though, because we're not gonna beat him with a rock. But if we hit him, a frickin' rock is as good as a diamond sword. That is crazy. So this rock, you could actually find it in the grass and you could mine with it. I could take this rock to another, rock, this cobblestone, and I can mine it up. How awesome is that? Because you can't make wood tools anymore. I'm pretty sure I could also use this to get myself some wood. So this is how you're going to want to start your world. You're going to want to find a rock when you have this mod. So just find yourself a rock, and you can start getting some mining. Let's see if we can get coal. Can we get coal with a rock? It's not the greatest thing ever, but hey, it works. Its durability is pretty bad on it too, but you'll probably be able to find rocks pretty easily. You could also throw it at your enemy. So you just right click to throw it, and oop, it kind of broke on impact there. Let's go ahead and give ourselves another rock. I think it does pretty decent damage too if you decide to throw it. So let's go ahead and throw it at this pig. Come here, Mr. Piggy. I just want to throw a rock in your face. Yeah, 7 damage. So as you can see, it'd be very incredibly painful to get a rock to the face. Trust me, you don't want that to happen. Yeah, so that's the rock. New way to get yourself some materials. And the last thing we have here, guys, is the bag of fertilizer. And to craft this, it is going to be some upside down cloth pants, which I showed you guys how to get the cloth with a threader, a gunpowder in the middle, and some dirt up top. and that'll give you some fertilizer. So basically this is a bag of poopy, and what we do is we leave it on someone's doorstep, light it on fire, ring the bell, and run. No, but what we actually really do with this is we use it to fertilize the ground for our crops or whatever that we're gonna grow. Basically it's just poopy in a bag, and it works as a hoe. So what you do is you go up to some grass, you right click it, and bam, you can see it's all fertilized and it looks all good to go. It looks really awesome. You can start growing some wheat or whatever you want to grow. So it literally just works like a hoe, and you can see the bag of fertilizer has a amount of usage, so you can see that by the durability going down, and bam, eventually you just use it so much that your bag of poop is then gone and you eat it. But yeah guys, I think that about wraps things up for this mod showcase video. I hope you guys enjoyed the mod. If you did, as always, please be sure to slap that like button with your face. And also guys, if you're new to my channel, feel free to check out my other videos and even consider subscribing. But until next video guys, I'm Jared. Peace!